All right, it's recording. Well, welcome. This is Rocky Romero with Peers on Demand, and it's my pleasure to be able to introduce Lou Cattaruzza from Bremen Group Business Advisors. And so, uh, Lou, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here. I wonder if you might share with us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about Bremen, certainly share with us an ideal client that you'd love to work with and maybe a story. But let's start with you, Lou.
Thank,
Tell us how you came to Brennan.
thank you, Rocky. Well, Bremen Group is an offshoot of a company that I owned in the early '90s called Douglas Bremen and Company. Douglas Bremen was an investment bank and a broker dealer, and its purpose was to help early stage companies develop and finance and take public. So we had 290 brokers nationwide with 19 branches, and we would look at technologies that were related to biotechnology and all of the new, in those days, kind of the technologies of the future then that have materialized into some very large companies like Culinet Software that was Anaren Microwave, Genetic Systems. These are companies that started out as early stage companies, and with partners, management teams were put together and they were assembled, and we would raise private capital, and then we would also take the companies public.
Wonderful.
Just like the statistics and venture capital and the way things are, we had a good track record. We raised over $500 million in early stage financing, and then some of the companies, like one of the companies, Genetic Systems, which was taken public at $6 a share. Bristol Myers acquired them at $286 a share. And so lots of folks realized the value of the journey. Always most important is from the idea, the most important is the management team and its execution of those great ideas. And so I, as a young man in those days, didn't sport as much white hair as I do today. But I hope that it brings somewhat some new wisdom in the development of the Bremen Group. And the Bremen Group is really an offshoot of that. As I said, intention is to help early stage companies develop corporate cultures, provide them the experience of building corporate cultures that are socially responsible in areas of technology, financial services, manufacturing, information technology. We do retail services, healthcare, and alternative fuels are some of the different types of projects that come to us that are looking for that support and assistance. We currently have two offices, one in New York and one in London. And we're about to put one on in Zurich. The ideas that we bring to the table is really the value of having living into the new type of business that is what a lot of people talk about, the sharing economy, the likes of an Uber, the likes of an Airbnb, where organizations are starting to understand how spreading the wealth is valuable for everyone in society. And so we talk about that in helping organizations evolve into that kind of business culture. One of the companies that we're really excited about is the referral fee exchange that a partner of mine has helped launch. This is an organization that does just that. It helps individuals to monetize their contacts and be able to also generate new contacts. The exchange acts as an intermediary and an insurance company, basically, to ensure that referral fees are paid for those type of individuals and organizations that may have not seen value in evolving themselves into a referral type of network. our organization serves and supports the development of those referral networks and processes those transactions and ensures those transactions. That one project alone is right now has gotten a verbal commitment I'm very excited about for a $5 million investment in it. And that will once again, we think is going to be really a great program. So when companies out there have or entrepreneurs have good ideas, I think it's a good idea to let us know and see if we can help them in all bringing both intellectual and financial resources to the table for them.
Let's talk more about that. Who's an ideal client or connection or partner for you?
Well, let's see. For us, our interest is finding quality projects that are scalable. Organizations that actually are committed to the betterment of the human condition is personally a reason to get up in the morning and do business with people. In fact, we promote those type of organizations and we help raise money for them. And a candidate that has a product or a service that fits that category is certainly someone we'd like to speak to. We also are interested, obviously, in kind of sharing our experience and our some of the wisdom that has come to me, especially. Always like to do that. So new associates are always welcome to come on board. I recommend that they send me their resume, and if there's someone that's even in a transition and like to change their business model and their own business careers, I'd be more than happy to talk to them about helping them evolve and develop into an associate of ours. And even to the extent of doing project on a partnership basis, we are always open to business partners, Bremen business partners. And the least that one can do with us is become a referral agent. We pay a referral fee, somewhat substantial. People have made some serious money with us, where we've paid out referral fees for organizations that may be interested in either growing their business or are interested in selling their business. We could always help those individuals. And if you know people like that and you just simply like to be a referral agent for us, we are registered at the Referral Fee Exchange. And if you registered there, it's free to join. You'll be able to get our communication when we have opportunities that we're looking for, that you may have a contact for us, and we'll be happy to pay you. Matter of fact, the Referral Fee Exchange ensures that you'll get paid. And that's how we operate.
That is wonderful. I'm wondering if in conclusion, if you could share with us a success story, a client, you don't have to mention a name, but someone that benefited tremendously by working with Bremen Group or the Referral Fee Exchange. Who would that be? What was that like?
Yeah, well, I guess the one company that comes to mind to me was a software company that didn't really have a strategic plan or an understanding how best to evolve themselves, and they were competing with an organization that well, I can mention the organization IBM in those days, and their software was better than what IBM had, but they couldn't break through. So we talked about a strategic plan that allowed them to become to garner their relationships to do business with by actually altering their business model and going into the event business. So they became first the expert of specialty event in the industry they were in, and that provided a whole lot of new contacts and relationships that actually needed this software, and that opened up the opportunity to creating relationships. And then after that, when that occurred and we started seeing sales come, we helped them finance their growth. And they turned out to be a $250 million company that was acquired by someone else.
Wow, that's phenomenal. So people that want to get a hold of Lou Cattaruzza and also Bremen Group and also Referral Fee Exchange, what's a great way for them to get a hold of you?
Well, I'm accessible on my website at bremenbb.com. You could also, my telephone number is there. At Referral Fee Exchange, I recommend, matter of fact, I know that, Rocky, you're an affiliate of ours as well. So I would recommend anyone that has seen this video to go to rfexchange.com and register there free, so that you can get our newsletter and register with Rocky's email, and just put him as the referring person, and start interacting there and becoming a referral agent in the least, and then use the referral exchange for yourself to develop your organization. Meanwhile, you can go to bremenbb.com. My contact information is there. Excellent.
We've been talking to Lou Cattaruzza. And Lou, thank you so much for sharing with us not only a success story that you've had, how to get a